Hey Cupcakes, welcome to Just Cakes. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome and don't leave without subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back. So guys, I am literally just starting something new. I wish I could say, you guys are probably wondering what I'm doing here, but you guys already saw the title of the video. I'm glad that it's dragged you in. But basically guys, I've been wanting to start this for such a long time. So because I've literally positioned myself as how to YouTube and look what I'm trying YouTube, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy that part of YouTube, and I enjoy that that's the kind of content that I put out there. I just feel like I also miss out on just because I'm always trying to show you guys things, show you guys where I'm going, what I'm doing, what I'm trying on my face, what I'm trying on this, how to do certain hairstyles. I just feel like I miss out on just that genuine chats, genuine chats about life, genuine chats. And I'm also not like a story time kind of person, because I don't feel like I have juicy stories. If I do, they're probably stories that I don't want to share on YouTube, So I just thought I just wanted to create this space where I can come and just talk to you guys, just chat. So this is what I've decided to call this. This is just chat. Welcome guys. This is just something I'm probably gonna do once a week or maybe once every 2 weeks. I haven't really decided yet. We'll just see how it goes. This is outside of the content that I will be giving you generally, and this is just a space that I wanted to create where I just come over, share my experiences in life, what my thoughts are on certain things, just have honest and true conversations with you guys about things that are going on, even if it's just how my week has been. I just want to be a little bit more vulnerable with you guys and just share my experience, share my knowledge, just share, guys. So we're here. You can see it's all very comfortable. I'm just laying on my bed, got my blankie out. I actually just made some tea. It is still quite hot. It's peppermint tea. I am obsessed with peppermint tea. I'm obsessed with mint leaves. That is just my thing. So basically how I'm gonna go about this, you guys can maybe slide in my DMs or comment down below if you guys want me to talk about specific things as we go. Maybe as I'm talking about something, you guys might want to know my experience on other things that are maybe related. This could also be a hey cakes, my boyfriend did this and I don't think that's good, and then I'll just do a video on that and just give you my opinion, etc. This could be just an ask cakes kind of space as well. So let's just see how it goes and let's let it become what it becomes. I just really want this, I want this to not be curated. I want this to be just easy flowing, and I just want it to happen as it happens. So because of that, I just also want the topics that we talk about here to just be organic, just a part of my regular life. So right now at the moment on my mind is friendships. So I was talking to a friend yesterday and we were just chatting about how it's so exhausting to text people and to have these cell phone conversations and all this stuff. And I've also been reading, in my devotionals and whatever that I do every morning. I was also just the scriptures that I've been reading lately and the plan that I'm reading are just about having certain people around you, people who breathe life into you, people who you can fellowship with, and just how the kind of people that you keep around you just really influences the kind of Christian that you are to some extent. And also just it helps you remain active in your spiritual life as well, because the people around you are doing it as well. So if you fall off, they can easily bring you back in. So that just got me thinking I really value the kind of friends that I have and the person that I've become in terms of friendship. I used to be someone who had 25,000 friends. I used to consider everyone my friend. Wonke umuntu was my friend. Kaufela, nerele kaufela. We're all here. We're friends. We're not acquaintances. No. We're friends. So because I moved schools so often, it was just one of those things that it was okay, so I knew everybody and we were cool, but I never really stuck to like one, you know, group or whatever. And that led me to realize that, hey, maybe you just know a lot of people and they're not really your friends. So anyways, I just thought I'd come and just like tell you guys what helps my friendships, you know, what I've seen as I've grown, the things that I value in my friendships, you know, the things that I look out for when I decide that someone is moving from acquaintanceship to, you know, friendship now. Yeah, and I just wanted to have like just I have written some pointers on my phone just so I don't get lost and just end up talking too much, as I always do. Yeah, guys, so basically I'm actually gonna start with a list. So the first one for me, and I'm just gonna like obviously talk a bit on this list. So the first one would be friends who have similar core beliefs. And I think this is probably the core of friendship. Like similar friendship beliefs are so important, just because like when I think of the friends that I have, one, they all believe in God. And you know, and it's very easy to be like, yeah, but you know, your religion is not the only right religion. You need to be open-minded. You must have friends who are Islamic and friends who are this and who are that. Look, guys, I have lots of acquaintances who are, you know, believe in different things, and I respect them. It's not a problem. But when I think about, I mean, how are we going to have that? And it's important that you know that it's core beliefs, you know, because when I think about like my life, it's quite largely centered around God. Every part of it, there's a God in every part. So if we're talking about different gods as friends, I just don't see how, as we get older, as things get more serious, you know, how are we going to remain as invested or as tuned into each other if we don't have the same beliefs, if we're not look, we don't necessarily have to pray to the same person in order for our lives to, you know, coincide and for us to be able to coexist. But guys, it does make things so much easier. It makes it so much easier for me to crumble down and feel like, guys, it's not working out, nothing is going right. Pick up the phone, call my friends, and what are they gonna do? They're gonna say, Chumi, relax, God's got you. Do you get me? And I will know immediately what God my friends are talking about. Do you get me? Because we're together on this whole God thing. We're on the same page. So like things like that, you know, core beliefs, like religious beliefs, and just a way to live life. You know, if you have friends who just believe in, like, you know, I don't know, yeah, another core example would be like, you know, education. You know, like I need friends who are gonna understand when I say, guys, I'm going to do my PhD. You know, when I get it, they're gonna understand that it's a big deal. And I'm not saying that like they need to do it for themselves as well. I'm just saying that they need to have a belief in that to some extent, guys. Friendships and relationships are almost the same WhatsApp group, the same beliefs that you have, because I need a friend who's gonna understand. You know, you'll get those friends who are just like, yeah, she's going to do a PhD because she thinks she's all that. No, guys, I'm not saying you must be my number one cheerleader, but also I'm just saying, like, let's be together and understand that we always need to be furthering ourselves in terms of education. We need to be here with God, you know, our finances, friends who also believe in investing and saving and all that kind of thing, you know. So that's worked really well for me right now. I mean, I only have about 8 friends, but I can safely say that all of these friends, I'm not saying they're all holy and thou, but they do have a belief system of sorts. We do definitely see eye to eye in terms of these things. Education is important to us, furthering our studies is important, you know, just like how we spend our money is important to us, you know, and that just makes things so much easier. And that way, you know that you're friends with people who have the right intentions for you. If you come and you say, friend, I'm studying tonight, so I can't go out, they get it. You know, they're like, yeah, no, friend, don't worry, don't even. Or even if you try and be like, oh, guys, let's go out, it's fine, I'm writing tomorrow, I'm ready. Your friends are gonna be like, friend, no, that's not a good idea. I think you should stay at home. And, you know, even if you're just resting, even if you don't study, just rest, be ready for tomorrow's test. You know, you don't want to write hungover or whatever. So I think core beliefs is like super, super, super important for friendships. Guys, this teacup is hot. It's hot. So the second one that I just written down is friends who are positive reinforcements. Guys, just that energy generally, that positive energy, being able to just, be a positive friend. So now then we add that part. Okay, so positive friend just means like you have good vibes. You're not that friend who's just negative about things. Every time I'm like, my boyfriend and I had a fight. Now it's, yeah, no, you should definitely leave him. Just negative, always feeding these negative thoughts. Negative, like, friend, what if you fail? Friend, what if? Guys, steer clear of those people who are basically wishing ill on you, wishing ill on your situations, and just speaking those like ill thoughts into your life. Guys, thoughts become things. So just those kinds of friendships, I hate that, guys. I hate that. I steer clear of it. Anyone who has like doubtful energy and that kind of thing. And now let's take it a step further. Now that positive reinforcement, right? I need friends, guys. I know we do this life thing. We come into life like this, we live like this, therefore we should live it so. But guys, if I'm keeping these people around me, does it not make sense that they are supportive, and that's the kind of reinforcement I'm talking about. Like if I say, friend, you know what, I have decided that, let me think of like a situation that, oh yes, okay, here's the perfect situation. So when I was in varsity, guys, the fact that I can say when I was in varsity, so when I was in varsity, I used to feel like I was someone who, was a slow learner, and just I needed more time with certain concepts in terms of school and that kind of thing. And one of my friends used to tell me to stop it. She used to say to me like, dude, that stop using that like against you, like against yourself. Stop putting that against yourself, because it doesn't mean that people must think that you're stupid or whatever. She just used to tell me that, like, friend, you are perfectly fine. You take the perfect amount of time to get to know things. Don't ever let people use that against you, etc. Like that kind of just, she was just like reinstilling and re-emphasizing like what a great person I am, what a great job I'm doing, etc. And I think having those kinds of reinforcements is so good, guys, in people, because for the most part our parents are the ones who are there to like push us and just put emphasis on all these things that are good about us. But I just feel like we also need that in friends, because those are the kind of friends who have, once again, our best intentions at heart. So just, guys, those friends who are just putting you down all the time, who when you say, yo guys, I think I'm gonna fail, and they're like, yeah, Chumi, you're gonna fail, stop. Stop. Literally, you must just know that this friend, let me put them a little bit further than they were before, because guys, those are the friends that just, you'll be there, successful up there. Also the friends who motivate you, guys, and push you. Like one day you want to start this huge business and whatever, this friend, you need to have people around you who are like, go for it, girl, do it, you can do it, who are helping you source everything that you need in order to start these things. Guys, when you think about friendship, like, it's so important to look at people and think, I know I'm in varsity now and these are my friends now, we're in varsity, it's fun, it's groove, it's school, it's sleepovers or whatever. And then like after this point of life, do I see like a continuation of this friendship? So that should also be another telling thing. Can I slot them into another period of my life? Will these people still serve their purpose? And that positive reinforcement really comes in there. If I am a CEO now one day, are my friends still going to be as supportive? Are they still going to be as positive? Are they still going to be my cheerleaders? Guys. Anyway, number 3 is perfectly in line. Actually, friends who don't compete. Guys, I can't. And DZ, like, yo, I hate this. Friends who compete. Guys, this is the biggest red flag. These people will never be happy for you. If you come out, and even like small things, like friends who are comparing their marks to yours, friends who are comparing their situations at life to yours, friends who want things because you have them. You now suddenly get, I don't know, you get the latest Air Forces, and this friend suddenly wants Air Forces, like where they can't like allow you to have something and not have it themselves. I've been in some of these situations where, like, people just envied me in a certain way, and it was just like, but I don't want you to feel like this. I don't want you to feel like I'm better than you at something. I don't want you to feel like I'm prettier. I don't want you to feel like I have better hair. I don't want you to feel like, I go on better holidays, or I have a better phone, or, I don't know, I have a better apartment. Guys, don't compete. Because the moment you feel like I have better, it means you think you are lesser, which means you need to get above me. And if that's your motivation, if I'm your motivation as a friend to get to somewhere, and mind you, motivation, like, it can be positive and then there's negative. So positive motivation is where your friend is pushing you, like, yeah, no, friend, let's do it. Let's get these cars. Let's get M4s together. Do you get? That's positive motivation. Then there's that negative one that just comes with jealousy. That's the one you don't want. That's definitely the one. Envious. Guys, friends who don't compete with you, it's so important. The moment you catch this, or get a glimpse of this kind of a thing, guys, I wouldn't say cut the person off, but just create some distance. Don't be so open in sharing the good things that are happening in your life. I have some friends that I don't really tell much. Like, I don't tell them things that are happening in my professional life, to say the least. I have friends who, when I say something big and I'm like, yo, guys, this is gonna be lit, I have like 1 or 2 friends that I call and I'm like, friend, this happened. And like, I can celebrate that. Oh, it feels like such a big deal. Like, this is really nice. And I know that they're not gonna feel some kind of way, like, oh yeah, no, she called me the other day to tell me this. Guys, steer clear of those friends. And honestly, I've removed a lot of people. Who, have this energy about them. Because I'm not about it, guys. I am not about it. Number 4 on the list is basically friends who understand you. Now, the you is actually in caps, because friends who understand you is so different to friends who are understanding, right? I feel like, as what do they call us? The 21st century kids, or I don't know, millennials. I don't know if I even consider millennial. I don't know where I fit in, but as 90s kids, right? I feel that we've really become this conscious bunch, right? We've really become this conscious bunch where, we understand thoughts, we understand how to speak about our emotions. Like, we don't say you do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We say, I really feel like you do. We've got all that bullshit down. I'm sorry. But honestly, all that, like how to speak to your friends, how to properly communicate, etc., etc. We've got all of that down. Tolerance, etc. But do your friends understand you? I decided to take that sip on purpose at this time. I wanted to like sink in. Do they understand you? So this used to bug me. At first, and I've had like fights with friends, about this kind of thing. For instance, I'm someone who's always late. Let's put it quite frankly. I'm someone who's always late, but I'm never late for school. I'm never late for meetings. I'm never late for work. I'm never late for anything that actually means something. I am late for, say, lunch. I'm late for gym dates. I'm late for movie nights. I'm late for all these casual things. And it got to a point where I had a friend who, I can say it, Sean, Sean, Kinsani semi hates this, but like Sean hated this, guys. She hated the fact that I was always late, right? And it came to a point where it really like irritated her so much that, because she's also someone who likes to be like super early, prepared, comfortable, wants to sit down, before whatever it is that we're going to start. And it was really tricky, but it came to a point where we had to come to a compromise. She had to understand that, okay, cakes to social things, it's not going to be, timely, but then to class and that kind of thing, she knows that she can be expectant of me to be on time. There was another friend who also used to feel like we were too judgy of her tone when she speaks. She's just a very passionate person. When she communicates, she's super, super passionate and stuff. And she felt like we weren't accepting of the fact that after you've known me for 4 or 5 years, you still want to make me feel some kind of way for speaking, passionately, or, in a harsh tone or whatever. And it took some, us fighting about it, me being late, all of these things. It's for us to finally get to a point where it was like, you know what? This is who I am. Take it or leave it. If you want to every time call me and say, yeah, you're late, or be angry every time that you're late. I have another friend, Mishka. Mishka's always late. Mishka doesn't answer her phone. I can't still be angry every time that Mishka doesn't answer her phone. Mishka doesn't answer her phone. That's Mishka, guys. Don't call Mishka in an emergency. Like these are just the kind that it's exactly what it means. Like friends who understand, what to expect from you. They know how to respond to certain things that you do. That way it doesn't become a fight. They know that it's just an integral part of who you are. If you're a very organized person, Kensani, extremely organized, I can't come and be angry that Kensani is trying to find out today for a party that's happening in 2 weeks what I would like to drink. I can't. Kensani is organized. I'm someone, on the other hand, who's very flexible. I decide on the day. But I can't want to feel like Kensani is irritating me because she keeps asking me this. And I understand that is who she is. That is what she needs. She needs to be prepared. She needs to be on time. She needs, So guys, people who actually understand, especially understand the negative aspects of who you are. Do you get me? Like, if you're OCD, if you're gonna have friends who are constantly teasing you about your OCDness, that's a problem. Those aren't your friends. Because then those person's on your back about it forever and ever. So guys, just friends who understand exactly who you are, who understand what you expect from them, who understand how you operate, who understand how you think. I also used to have my friends used to judge me for how I, got over breakups. I'm someone who goes crazy. Like, after a breakup, I'm like, girl, I'm out. I'm doing like the craziest, wildest things. Also like the way I grieve is not normal. It's not conventional. I'm very, like, I move. Literally, if I move as a person, it would be me, we move. So my friends had to start understanding that, listen, Cakes is not going to sit here and cry about the situation. She's not going to sit here and mourn the situation how we would expect her to. She doesn't feel lost the way we want her to feel it. She literally just sits down, says, okay, it's done, it's finished, acknowledges it, and moves, and there's no time for her where she's gonna feel like, no, it's been 3 weeks, I can't do this yet. Girl, I move. So it made things so much easier for me. I felt less judged. I just was able to just be myself in my friendships now, because my friends get and understand that this is me. Hyperactivity, it's me. Singing out loud nonsense all the time, it's me. Being wild and crazy, making stupid jokes that don't make sense, it's me. And if your friends make you uncomfortable, if your friends don't get that, if you feel like you need to hold back, those are not your friends. Those are not your friends. Because my friends, like, they know I'm like that. I'm not saying it doesn't irritate them. Look, it irritates them. Sometimes I'll answer the phone and I'll be like, hey girl, how are you? And I have, like, literally my best friend will be like, stop it. Stop it. But the thing is that the important thing is that she understands that that's who I am. I know that's who I am. But even though she doesn't want me to do it, it doesn't mean that I'm uncomfortable doing it. I don't hold back on doing it. I do it. Her response is going to be a very irritated one, but doesn't stop anyone. I can be me. She can be her by expressing the fact that she doesn't like what I'm doing, and that's that. It's really just that, guys. So just being friends with people who completely understand you is, guys, and that goes for relationships too. Like everything that I'm saying, let's just double up on it and say relationships too. So guys, the last one is also just like, I think quite important, all of these are actually important. So just friends who are focused, friends who are focused on their craft, guys, friends who have a plan, friends who know where they're going, they don't have to know necessarily how they're gonna get there. Excuse me, you're not their parents, they don't have to hold you accountable to these things, or you don't have to hold them accountable. It is important to have accountable friends though, and that's also part of that positive reinforcement I was talking about. Yeah, guys, that's also, it's a whole big part of that. My phone is ringing, I'm not gonna answer it. But yeah, guys, also friends who are focused, friends who just sort of, and I'm not saying they need to have it figured out, but I'm just saying if you're someone who is a focused person, e.g. me, I know where I'm going. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I don't know, how I'm going to do everything that I want to do. But at every point in my life, I'm focused on it. Do you get me? Everything that I'm doing somehow plays a part in the bigger picture. So if you're going to have friends who, are there, then there, then there, then there, they're not, I'm not saying that it's a straight and narrow road. I'm just saying that, like, whatever it is that they're doing at that time needs to serve a purpose. They need to know where they're going with it, and like that needs to be their first priority. Because if you don't have people around you like that, and you're like that, are you not just going to be derailed? And guys, I don't like people who like to say, no, you don't have to have friends who are doing what you're doing, or believe in what you're doing, or just live their lives the way you are. But honestly, tell me, if you are someone who's always studying, who takes your studying very seriously, who spends 80% of your time in the library, but your friend group are people who go out all the time, who are at every party, they're known, the streets know them, they're always on Twitter, you know who I'm talking about? Are you going to tell me 100% that these are your best friends? Do your lifestyles align? Look, guys, take a second to think about it. The true answer should be no. It's okay, these are your acquaintances. If this is the truth that you need to hear, halala, welcome to Real Talk. Welcome to Real Chats. Guys, those are not your friends. Those are just your acquaintances. Your friends are the ones who are doing this with you. Your friends are the ones where you pick up the phone, you say, chum, let's go. There's a braai at ABCD. Free what, let's go. You go. Your friend is the one who also in the same breath, friend, I do need some study support today. I'm struggling. Okay, friend, let's go. Those are your friends. The people that you can literally rely on in every situation. And you're not going to tell me that if you're a focused person, that you're not going to be friends with people who understand that kind of focus and who it's also a priority to them in their lives to be focused. So guys, that's really it for me. It's working for me, and I think like overall, as I think about it, these are not things that I decided on in one day. I wasn't like, I need to have friends who are focused, friends who believe in God, friends who this, friend. It naturally happened. It really is just a process that naturally happened in my life. People started falling off. They were just being eliminated on their own. People who were too much effort for me, people who were, like they fell off for other reasons, not these. But I realize now when I look at my 5 or 8 friends, I'm like, oh shucks, they're all very similar in this regard. Like, these are all the things that we're doing together. So guys, if that helps you, if that's made you think about a friend or two that you're not sure about, evaluate the relationships. Not all friends have to be your best friends or your closest friends. You will also have those friends who, Michaela's not that focused, but Michaela has all the other, qualities of a friend that I like, and Michaela can still be your friend. I'm just saying that this makes your friendships the easiest. It helps you, your lifestyles will be in line, your priorities will be in line. It will just make long life friendships that much easier. But like anything else in life, guys, opposites attract. You can be completely different. If you love this friend and you guys are friends that are meant to be, it will be. It will work out. You guys will reach compromises. Yeah, guys, that's really just it. So that was our first just chat. I wonder how long it is. Guys, most of the time I sit here and I'm like, girl, you've been talking. This is probably 40 minutes. So I don't know how long this has been, but I hope it's been, just enough. I really enjoyed this. Actually, I enjoyed this so much. I really enjoyed talking about life, guys, a lot, and I think I want to give you guys a lot more of that. So thank you for coming. Comment in the section below if you guys agree with these kinds of friends. Add other things that you guys feel like, I had a friend like this. If you have a story to tell, be the story time teller down below. If you feel like there are other things that, make great friends, guys, let's have a conversation down below. I love you so much, Cupcakes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you next week for another one of these.
Audio Jungle.